Welcome back. It is the Vegas State, Sharp and Shapiro. So glad you could join us on a Wednesday. Talking a little coronavirus fears. You know, there's a lot of people across the country, across the world, that are having these coronavirus fears. Yes, there have been 9 deaths. Yes, 130 cases in the U.S. It does not even come close to comparing to people that die from the flu every year. People are in fear. Why? Well, I think it's a little unsettling when you hear news reports on the media that there's no cure for it. But these people that have died and these people that are in serious condition from contracting the coronavirus are those that already had medical conditions or they're extremely old. But it's amazing how people are panicking, running to Costco, buying these masks, stocking up on water. You know, I'm at Costco the other day and I see this idiot in front of me that has literally enough water to last him a lifetime. And I said, why are you buying so much water? And he looks at me and he goes, coronavirus. Now, I was in public. I tried to be respectful, but I really wanted to look at him and say, you are a moron. You are a complete idiot. But I didn't. You know, I was nice. I'll just save that mean streak of Shapiro for the radio. But I want you to listen to this CBS 8 report on these Costco shoppers that are in fear of the coronavirus. Have a listen to this.
I've never seen Costco this busy.
Long lines and cleared out counters, all because of coronavirus concerns. Oriana Rabb loads up her trunk after waiting 20 minutes in line at the Costco in North Las Vegas Monday night. But she missed out on the one thing she really came here for, water.
They're saying that they won't get their new shipment until Thursday and they're limited water. So if you can't find it, then it's not there.
This sign posted near the store's entrance shows that they're also out of toilet paper, paper towels, and Clorox wipes.
They were bringing in this kind of water. Like I said, this is not my brand.
We met up with shoppers earlier in the day at the Costco on MLK by the 95. Crowds formed around checkout and water soared off the shelves. Carts on the way out crammed to the corner.
Stock up on, I don't know, basic stuff, but maybe I don't have at home that if I get locked down somewhere in my house, I guess it's like 14-day period, incubation period.
The only thing was missing in there, which they ran out, was the hand sanitizers. You know, we came for that too.
Essential items are also in limited supply at Walmarts and Targets across town.
Well, the first thing that enters my mind when I'm freaking out about a virus is I need to make sure I can wipe my ass. So I can totally understand why they're out of toilet paper because, like I said, that's the first thing that enters my mind. Oh, boy, that is just weird. What a bunch of freaks, by the way. What a bunch of weirdos. Hey, have you ever heard of this? Buy some soap and wash your hands. If you have a sore throat or you don't feel good, go see your doctor. God, are people stupid. The N95 respirator masks, by the way, are largely sold out online and in local stores, but now they become a hot commodity on Craigslist, the Facebook Marketplace, and numerous apps. These are used by private sales by individuals, usually at a steep markup. So you know, these places are taking advantage of people's stupidity. That's exactly what's going on. Apparently, there's 3 listings on OfferUp for packs of 3M brand respirators, more than double their retail price. 2 packs were listed at $100, a third at $90. Both those prices were relatively low compared to the dozen or so other listings on this app that I was just talking about. California Governor Gavin Newsom has called out these third-party sellers on Amazon hawking overpriced Purell hand sanitizer in a tweet yesterday, including a screenshot showing a $400 listing for a case of 24 2-ounce bottles. Okay, here's where I'm going to disagree with Gavin Newsom. If you're dumb enough to spend $400 on hand sanitizer, go ahead. Let people take advantage of your stupidity. If you're that stupid and you have an IQ that is that low that you think you should be spending $400 on hand sanitizer because you're in fear of the coronavirus, you're on the short bus. You drove the short bus to school, with lack of a better term. You're an idiot. Okay,
I don't know if you're on the short bus, but you definitely aren't great with money. You consistently make not exactly sound investments.
Hey, honey.
Hard to argue that.
Hey, honey, I don't want to get the coronavirus. Let's make an emergency trip to Costco. Honey, we can't do it because they're out of hand sanitizer. We got to go online.
Hey, honey,
I just saw They're selling it for $400 online. Should we buy it? Well, how big is it? It's 24 2-ounce bottles. It's only $400. It's a steal, honey. Let's get it. Oh, my God, Dave, let's do it immediately. Do you have enough money in your bank account to do it? I absolutely do. Let's buy a lifetime supply of hand sanitizer. We'll be in debt for the rest of our lives. It's okay. Let's do it. We just won't pay our credit card bill. That's a great idea. Let's do that. I mean, really, I swear to you, people are having conversations like this. They're that stupid.
Like verbatim, just like that.
Absolutely verbatim.
Probably 3 or 4 every minute.
I heard a rumor.
Especially in California. But, isn't that interesting? That's kind of a socialist approach by Gavin Newsom there, in my opinion. It's capitalism. If people want to spend, you're totally, if they want to spend, if they want to separate themselves from $400 for 224 packs of hand sanitizer, let them do so. And Gavin Newsom complaining about that, to me, is spoken like a true socialist.
Well, hey, if people are dumb enough, really, seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
If they're dumb enough to spend $400 on hand sanitizer, what's the next thing? They're going to buy these stupid masks? Is that what they're going to do next? Oh, yeah. Let's talk about these masks for a second. Let's have a conversation about these masks. I walk into these casinos, and I swear to you, I must see about 50 to 100 people of Asian descent wearing these masks. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Why is it dumb? Well, I'm so glad you asked, Mr. Hand Sanitizer Man who spends $400 on hand sanitizer. It'd be one thing if you worked at a strip club and you got a bunch of hand sanitizer. I totally understand that. Dr. Judith Ford, she is from the Healthcare Partners Nevada. She was on the show last week, and she was asked about these face masks by yours truly. This is someone who has expertise in this field. Listen to what Dr. Judith Ford said about these ridiculous masks that these people are wearing.
And right now, the CDC is saying we don't think it's very helpful. First of all, those surgical masks talking about have gaps on the sides. Those rectangular ones have gaps on the sides. They don't completely surround your mouth and face. Second of all, people are fidgeting with them. They're putting their hands on them. They're taking them off. So we don't want people to be touching their hands to their face, right? That's how you get viruses and flu. So, it's not clear how much they're actually helping.
So that is a doctor, ladies and gentlemen. If you're wearing one of these masks, I don't care if you're a pie gow dealer. I don't care who you are. They make no sense. Yes, if you have the coronavirus yourself, there is a chance that if you wear the mask, it could help not spread the disease. But the majority, if not all of these people that are wearing these masks are wearing them because they think it will help them not contract the virus. You are a moron. In fact, there are studies that have proved that if you wear one of these masks, you actually have a better chance of getting the virus because you're going to be touching your face that much. It's just so weird. I walk into one of these casinos. All I want to do is play a couple hands of pie gow. I feel like I'm going into surgery. I feel like somebody is going to give me some anesthesia at the table. It's just the weirdest thing I've ever seen. We're taking your phone calls, 702-257.
Well, what about eating?
Okay, let me just give out the number, 702-257-5396. Again, that number to call if you want to be a part of this conversation. We're talking about these masks that people are wearing. People going to Costco, even here in Las Vegas, stocking up on all this stuff, overloading on water, toilet paper, and masks. What do you think about that? Do you have a story yourself? Have you seen some of these people? Are you one of those people? We want to hear from you. 702-257-5396.
Yeah, what about eating, Brian? How does that work?
What about it?
You have to eat. You take your mask off, you eat, you wash your hands again, then you put your mask back on.
That's a good question. How does that work? So,
I have no idea. Do you cut a little slit in there? I mean, how does that work?
So do you have to take off the masks or put it over your face to have every bite and then put the mask back on?
Where do you put the mask when you're eating?
I don't know.
You set it next to you, but then isn't the place where you're sitting it next to you probably dirty as well?
I'll tell you
especially
what.
if you're at a place like a casino.
I'll tell you what.
For example, or a bingo hall.
Let's stalk the customers at Ping Pang Pong and let's try to find out what they're doing. I don't know. 702-257-5396. Let's start off with Michelle. Michelle, you are first up on the Vegas Take. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Michelle?
Hi, Brian. Hi, JD. I hope you can hear me okay.
You're loud and clear.
I can.
I like your show, and I like that it starts at 9 o'clock. That's when I'm home.
Good.
And I can hear everything from my kitchen, from my living room, from my bedroom. Brian, yes, I like your voice very much.
Do you listen to my voice in your bedroom? That's really all I want to know.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
and I
that
want to
turns me on.
compliment you on your radio voice.
Thank
you.
you.
Have a very good one. But anyway, I did spend a couple of $100.
No
I
way.
don't think I'm stupid. I think I was very smart to get ahead of the crowds. I bought dry food goods, canned goods.
Okay.
I already had enough water because I invested in glass bottles a couple of years ago.
So Michelle, you have the right to do that. I say this with all due respect, and it's why? Why did you do it?
I bought the food and the items because we just don't know if we will have to self quarantine and stay out of the public for a couple of weeks. That could happen.
So
and
you
also, I have grandchildren.
Sure, I understand that. So your fear, because I'm trying to get inside your head here, your fear is you believe we could see something in a week or two where everybody in Las Vegas is quarantined and not allowed to leave their house. You think that's a possibility?
No, not everybody. I'm just saying if the virus were to come to Las Vegas, I would definitely limit my time out in crowds. That includes shopping in the stores.
Yeah.
I was at Walmart and the cashier was coughing and sneezing. And I said, "You're sick. You shouldn't be here." But he says it's not a cold or anything like that. He said it's allergies. So anyway,
all right. Well, listen, Michelle. Let me be very clear. I hope you stay healthy. I hope your family stays healthy, and we wish you the best. All I'm saying is, if you have that type of fear for the coronavirus, you should have 10 times or 20 times the fear of getting the flu, because statistics show that not only is the flu a lot more serious, but you have a much better chance right now of getting the flu than you do coronavirus. I am sure that whichever establishment you went to, they're very happy that there are people like you out there. You have the right to do that. I just think you're overreacting a little bit, with all due respect. 702.
And I don't have a huge issue with you actually purchasing canned goods. That's something. But you're not spending $500 on sanitizer.
Yeah. Well, that's a little bit over the line.
That's way over the line.
702-257-5396. Thank you for the call. We appreciate it, Michelle. And I'm glad you listen to my sexy voice in your bedroom. That gets me nice, warm, and fuzzy inside. Let's go to Steve. Steve, you're next up on the Vegas Take. What's going on?
What's up, Steve?
Hey, Brian, question for you.
Yes.
Mr. Mass, in all due respect for the woman, was very intelligent and professional. But a lot of nurses and doctors that are educated and also professional, why are they all wearing masks in the hospital?
The reason for that's a good question. And the reason for that, as far as to my knowledge, is you don't want to infect the patients. There are a lot of people. For example, if somebody is going into surgery or somebody already has some sort of infection, they don't want, if they have, because let's be honest, all of these doctors and nurses, they get sick a lot. They're around a lot of sick people. They don't want to infect the other patients. It's more to protect the patients.
Also, Brian, those masks in particular are actually are form fit for their particular face. Those aren't their standard masks.
Right, but it's the same reason.
There's no hole on the side of those masks. They actually are literally tailor-made for their faces.
Well, here's another thing. Why do these doctors and nurses wear all these masks when they go into surgery, Steve? You know the answer to that.
Right, because there's a transmission of bacteria.
There you go. There you go.
One last quick question, Brian.
Yep.
A guy in New York, I heard this on the news. It was interesting. He supposedly was 80 years old. He had 6 days to live. The doctor said, "I'm sorry, I'm going to give you 6 days to live." The guy said, "Oy vey, in that case, I'm not paying my medical bills." The doctor thought for a second and said, "In that case, I'll give you 6 years to live."
That's funny. Unfortunately, that's funny. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it.
Sounds like Henny Youngman from Goodfellas.
Yeah, it actually sounds like a true story. Thank you for the call, Steve. We
great
appreciate
call,
it.
Steve.
Again, that number to call, 702-257-5396. Your thoughts on some of these people. We just had Michelle call in that said she spent a couple $100 and kind of, I guess you could say, stocked up on all this stuff in fear if the coronavirus does come to Las Vegas, and you're put in quarantine, which I don't think is going to happen. The odds of that, I think, are like 1 in 1,000 that, all of a sudden we're going to hear the governor or Sisolak say, "Everyone, stay in your homes. We have 1 case of coronavirus in Las Vegas." It's just not going to happen. Again, that number, 257-5396. Let's go to Marge. Marge, you're next up on the Vegas Take. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Marge?
Hi. Well, as far as your voice, I really like it when you do that female voice that you were doing with your conversation to yourself.
Wait, hold on. Let me try to do Michael Jackson. I have a skin disease. Okay, there you go. I'm sorry, Marge. Go ahead.
That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. I happened to go to both Walmart and Walgreens yesterday.
You did?
So in going to Walmart, absolutely no toilet tissues around. Couldn't find any hand sanitizers.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, and as I was checking out, I saw people with just oodles of bottles of water. It was crazy. And then I went to Walgreens, and I looked in both spots, and minimal toilet paper left, and absolutely no hand sanitizers. And when you get to that, the soft soap for your hands,
Yeah.
just a few on the shelves. And I asked the clerk, I found somebody to talk to, and I said, do you have any, behind the counters in the stockroom? And she said, no, we're waiting for another shipment to come in. But you know what this reminds me of? Remember Y2K by any chance?
Yes, I do. Yes.
And the panic and everything else, and people were stocking up and getting water, buying candles, the whole 9 yards of it. This just reminds me of that all over again,
Jeez. God, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I think that people are overreacting. If you're in bad health, if you're elderly, you don't want to catch the coronavirus, just like you don't want to catch the flu.
Exactly.
I haven't heard of any cases of anybody that's in decent health that is young that got the coronavirus.
Well, and it's actually a nice little boost. Assuming what you're saying is true, and I believe that it is. Yeah. It's actually a nice little boost for Trump's economy. People are spending a lot of money right now.
Yeah, to counter the stock market fall right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, according to Donald Trump, then, the Democrats are helping the economy. They're not hurting the economy. They're helping the economy. Marge, always good to hear from you. Thank you very much for the call.
Marge.
Thank you.
Again, that number, 257-5396. By the way, our producer, Stein, called Walgreens on Decatur. They told him that they've sold out of hand sanitizer and masks, and they're running low on rubbing alcohol. What do you think about that? Rubbing alcohol. They do have toilet paper, though, so, JD, you're in luck. What do you think about that?
That's all I had to hear, Brian. I don't really understand the rubbing alcohol element of it. Do you?
No, I was going to why rubbing alcohol?
I'm really not sure.
Does that help when you have an infection or something?
There must be something to it, yeah. Hydrogen peroxide, I feel like, would make more sense rubbing alcohol.
I don't know. Hey, why don't we just all walk around society and like robots? And why don't we just all walk around like with the masks and the whole getup? Why don't we just do that now? I mean, are these people crazy?
Only if we can microchip ourselves as well.
Are these people nuts? Toilet paper. Explain to me something. I mean this with all seriousness because I don't get it. You're obviously in fear. You're in fear. You don't want to get the coronavirus. You're in fear. You might be stuck in quarantine, even though there's no evidence to support that that's going to happen. Hasn't happened in any city. Yes, there are some people that have contracted the coronavirus there in quarantine. That's different than putting a whole city in that situation. Would the first thing come to your mind would be getting wipes and toilet paper? I don't understand that. JD, can you help me with that? I don't understand.
Well, you have to eat, right, in order to go to the bathroom, I would assume. You have to drink water in order to go to the bathroom. You're not going to need toilet paper to wipe yourself after you go number one. I would be more concerned with food before I get the toilet paper.
I just use my boxers.
I feel like I would have to have food in my system to actually defecate, to have to use the toilet paper to wipe myself after the fact.
Yeah.
So that's probably what I would go for first before just buying toilet paper outright.
Well, I just use my Laura.
Especially an exceptional amount of toilet paper.
When I run out, I just use my Laura Ingraham shirt. That's what I use.
Oh, yeah, of course you do.
Yeah.
The hand sanitizer makes a little bit of sense because at least it does protect you to some degree. But toilet paper, it's part of a process.
All right, be honest.
In order to get yourself in that process, you have to eat X amount of food.
Be honest. If you ran out of toilet paper right now, what would you use in your house to wipe? Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
That's actually a really awful question.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, it's a ridiculous question. I would probably use...
It's not ridiculous at all.
I would probably use an old... Either an old shirt or an old blanket, something along those lines.
Have you ever been in a situation in a restroom where there was no toilet paper and you had an emergency? What did you do?
Like, I'm actually in a Tom Hanks Castaway situation just by total accident while I'm in the bathroom?
Yeah, whatever, yeah. It's not a ridiculous question. It's a fair question.
I think I actually left the bathroom and I went to a different bathroom because I was in a casino. I believe that's what happened under the circumstances.
I would have loved to have seen you walk.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I'll be honest with you. I don't have a Laura Ingraham shirt, by the way. I don't. But I might have a Fox News shirt somewhere. I would probably use that. 702-257-5396 is the number to call. Let's go to Bill. Bill, you are next up on the Vegas Take. What's going on?
What's up, Bill?
Not much. Have you seen the people that have the designer ones that go across your face?
I have not. What do those look like?
They are actually worn by Asians as well, and they have like flower print, and guys have like their kukumani, Jewy with thing, whatever they call it, and their signatures on it. Sometimes it's actually their name in Chinese or Japanese.
That's ridiculous.
It's quite comical, and I just figured I'd give you a good laugh because it is kind of interesting when they just wear them, and it's now like more of a fashion statement than anything else.
Well, I'll be honest with you. When I look at it, I say to myself, oh, my God, this woman or man must be sick. I want to get away from them. So I guess it's a good repellent. It works better than my MAGA hat. I'm sorry. That was a horrible joke. I apologize. Bill,
no, but it's still funny.
Bill, good to hear from you, my friend. I appreciate the phone call. Thank you very much.
Right. Good call, Bill.
702-257-5396. Let's go to David. David, you are next up on the Vegas Take. What's going on?
Hey, what's
Good
up,
morning. David? I don't understand the panic over the water either. Has there been a single news report that says that coronavirus is going to stop water from coming out of your faucet?
No, and by the way, I have a tweet. That's a very good point you made, David. Somebody just said on Twitter, Patrick McCoy said, last time I checked, my water works just fine. Yeah, I don't get it. I think, is the water have the coronavirus too? I don't get it, David. I don't understand people. I really don't.
I think they think that maybe contamination can take place through water.
I don't understand.
Or maybe one of the main reservoirs is going to get contaminated, and then since bottled water is packaged, that's not the case. Has anyone got
the flu from drinking water? I mean, I guess if you use the same cup that someone else used, but that's a whole different ballgame. Yeah, I don't understand people stocking up on water, David. I just don't get it.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
It is, David. I appreciate the phone call. Thanks for you're absolutely right.
David.
It is completely ridiculous. I've never heard of anyone contracting the flu from drinking water from their faucet. That is ridiculous. Unless you live in Detroit. I guess that's possible. 702-257-5396. Let's go to Chuck. Chuck, you're next up on the Vegas Take. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Chuck?
Yeah, well, the fear is spread by the media, the CNNs and the CBS and NBCs, all that. That's where it's coming from.
Well, let me ask you this then, Chuck, and maybe you're not wrong, but are people that dumb that they just watch TV?
Well, they watch. Well, yeah, they are.
Absolutely, Brian.
And they do it over and over again at the airports and everything.
Well, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chuck. Maybe I haven't seen this type of coverage. I haven't seen anybody on television say you're going to have to be in quarantine. You better go to Costco now and stock up on toilet paper and water. I mean, I haven't heard anybody to those extremes, right, that have said something like that. Have you?
I don't say those exact words, but quarantine. You're going to be, for a while. You don't know if it's going to be. You're on a trip to the Philippines. You can't come home. That happened to a lot of our workers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, I say this all the time. I can only speak for myself. Not that I'm Mr. Albert Einstein, but I watch Fox News and CNN for a reason. And I'm talking about politics strictly here. I listen to both sides, and then I try to make my own decision. Why is it so difficult for people to watch a network and they can't make their own decisions for themselves, and they can't Google some stuff and do their own research? I don't understand it. Don't people have the internet? I don't get it, Chuck.
Well, it's propaganda, the indoctrination. They don't do the news.
I guess so. I'll tell you the people, Chuck, and I appreciate the call, my friend. Thank you.
Good call, Chuck.
Thank you, Chuck. I guess it's, the people that are benefiting from this are the people that own these types of stores, that sell the toilet paper, that sell hand sanitizer. I don't use hand sanitizer that much, by the way. I just wash my hands. Now, if I'm in a restaurant or something, particularly if I'm in a casino, I'm handling poker chips, which are some of the dirtiest things you can handle. Maybe I can think of a few more things that maybe are a little more dirty, JD. We'll leave that for another show. But no, casino chips are very dirty, and then I'm going to walk into a restaurant.
I would say that video poker machines are actually dirtier than poker chips.
They're very dirty. They're very dirty.
Absolutely disgusting.
But the point I'm trying to make is that's the one time where if I see some hand sanitizer, like at the front of the restaurant, I'll use some of that hand sanitizer. But anyway. All right, so when we come back, Mike Pence praying away the coronavirus? Yeah. It appears as though that's what he was trying to do yesterday. We'll explain what that means. It's what I like to call the Mike Pence jerk circle. I'll explain what that is coming up here in just a few minutes. That's right. That's right, folks. The vice presidential jerk circle.